Praise God. Mkoaje. My name is Njeri, and of late I've been I give myself a challenge that there is no single day malizika before I read a Bible, and I understood it is even possible to complete the entire Bible, even in months, if you are willing. So I was reading this book of Exodus because I realized when you read the book of Exodus, it is where you find how faithful you can understand the faithfulness of God and the love of God as well. Because as we see, every Old Testament it reveals Jesus. Every book in the Old Testament it reveals Jesus and the love God has for us. So when I was reading, I had to go to chapter 7, and chapter 7 talks about plagues. We all know about the plagues. We have learned them in school. I shared with my people. We have some WhatsApp group whereby we preach the word, we share the word and all that. So I shared this with my people when I got this revelation. And in this revelation was like, okay, the first plague was Moses had to drop his staff down, and it came the rod, it became a snake. And also magician could do the same, and ikakuwa nini yao ikameza zingine. You get it, right? And now when I was like it went on. They could do, whatever Moses could do, also magicians were doing the same thing. But it reached a point where magician could no longer imitate Moses and Aaron. And now at this particular, when it reached that point, the Pharaoh would tell Moses, okay, go and talk to your God and tell him, I'm ready to let you go. So Moses, now this is the thing, Moses used to give a word before he speak with God. Because Moses would tell him, okay, by tomorrow at this particular time, I will do. By tomorrow at this particular time, this plague will have been gone. And then Moses would leave Pharaoh and go talk to God. So how did Moses realize that you can give a word before you speak to God? You know why? Because when God introduced himself to Moses, he gave a name. I am who I am. And you know, God insisted, I haven't revealed myself this way with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I did not reveal myself this way. You are the first person I've revealed myself on this, right? So Moses understood the assignment. And when he understood the assignment, he knew the name I am who I am. God means, I came back to Genesis. God has given dominion to mankind, right? So because God has given dominion to the mankind, therefore I'm giving you dominion to choose what you want me to do be in your life. So I am who I am is not particular name, is not like I'm provider, is not like I'm nini. It is up to you to decide who I am. Like if you want me to be a healer, I'll be a healer. If you want me to be a provider, that is whom I will be. If you want me to be a deliverer, that is who I will be. So for what I can do, depend on you. You get it? What I can do and what you want me to do depend on you. You are the one to choose what you want me to do. And so Moses understood this assignment, and that's why he was so confident. Whenever he will tell this disciple, whenever he will tell this fellow, okay, by tomorrow a time like this one will happen. And now this comes. Jesus repeated the same thing when he said, aren't you small gods? That means the dominion. God has created us with this in his own image, right? And so whatever God did, we can do it because we are imitation of God, right? So we only need to believe in him and use the dominion he gave. If you are living with a sick person and you are a believer and that particular sick person is not getting healed, then you have a problem. If you are living with a jobless person and you feel like you cannot give the word, you have not yet known God well. Because if you know God, you will know He is who He is. You just need to give a word and then go to God. And it is a challenge to us because Jesus said, the things I did, you can do even greater than what I did. All you need is to trust me. All you need is to have a little faith. But have we ever? Right now, if you raise the dead, you will be in a magazine, you'll be in the entire world. You'll be like, everyone will know you. Because people will be surprised. Yet, these are the things we are supposed to do. Didn't Jesus raise the dead? He did. He raised the dead. Didn't Jesus raise again, resurrect? He did. So the things he did, we can do greater than the one he did. But we do not have faith in him. We still haven't understood the meaning of I am who I am. We still haven't understood who is God in our lives. And we still have doubts in us in such a way that even whenever we are praying, when we are praying for something, we always have something. We always have a second thought, like, if this doesn't happen, then I have this second chance, then I have this second thought. And that's what today God is telling us, and that's what God was teaching me in the book of Exodus, that all you need is to trust me, because I would see whatever, even he would make covenant with his people, and he was telling them, if only you trust me, if only you do the right thing, if only you stick with me in everything, I gonna do greater thing. I gonna show you my revelation. Now, we need the presence of God, because Moses got at a point where he said, God, if your presence doesn't go with me, if it doesn't go with us, it's better not to go. Because it is only your presence that can show that I am different person. It is the presence of God that reveal that you are a different person. If you read Genesis 39, you will understand that Joseph was favored. Joseph, whatever he did, prospered. And even the people around Joseph were being blessed. Even Potiphar himself said, he has been, since Joseph entered his house, the things have changed, the blessings. Because when you carry the presence of God, you are blessed, and you are not the only one who receives the blessing. The people around you, whether they are believers or unbelievers, they start experiencing your blessing. They start experiencing the favor. Where you go to work, your colleagues, the one you are associated with, they start experiencing this favor, because that favor is in you, because the presence of God is in you, and presence of God is light. And where you go, if the presence of God is light, then when you go to somewhere there is darkness, darkness must disappear. Because there is this one thing, darkness and light cannot be in the same page. It is either light has to go or darkness has to go, but they cannot mix. And so God is right. So have you ever asked yourself, have you ever asked yourself, whenever there is light, where does darkness go? Right? Where does it go? The darkness is still there. Right? The only thing, the presence of light has overtaken it. The presence of light has overtaken the darkness, and that's who we are. Where we go, you don't have to be afraid. Like, you don't have, like, I will not go here. This one they don't worship God. This one they don't. Because why are you afraid? Because if you are right, your light should replace that darkness. It doesn't matter. Okay, free away from the devil and he will free. Don't put yourself in trouble. Don't put yourself in a risk where you know you are not supposed to go unless God has guided you. But again, don't be afraid, because the God you carry is a greater God, and that God can do mighty through you. It is up to you to be available and to know God said, I am who I am. I can do great things. I will do great things if only you trust and believe in me. So guys, be blessed, and God bless you so much.